What's going on? Oh man, the jokes, the jokes write themselves. I had to come on here for a second and just jam on this for a minute because it's just too much. It's too much. It is too much. What's going on, guys? Yo, oh my word! A little surprise live. Thanks for being here. Oh man, I had to. They went and did it to me now, so I just had to come on here and jam for a couple minutes because I'm dying out here. Too funny, yo. All right, listen. I just saw this article that just made me laugh, and I was like, yeah, this cannot be real life. And I just wanted to come on here for a couple of minutes and chat about this specific topic because it is out of control. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. If you didn't already see it, this live stream is brought to you by Dead Pedal Coffee. Check them out, deadpedalcoffee.com. Use coupon code Bobby Sent Me for 15% off your order. Dead Pedal Coffee, give them a follow. They're in my story today. Thank you to Dead Pedal Coffee for sponsoring the live stream. All right, so this is what I'm going to talk about. Ho! Listen, I want people to understand this very accurate truth. The government does not have money. Okay? The government is not a person. The government is the collective bank account of the people. The government does not have money. The government has to generate money by stealing it away from us and then putting it and reinvesting in things. The government does not make a profit. The government just spends and has to recoup that cash by getting it from us. We have to earn it and then we have to pay it back to them. Now, when people are like, yeah, like, let's just get the government to pay more stuff. Our government is in a tremendous and unsurmountable quantity of debt. And as a result of it being in that debt, we have to have the Federal Reserve Bank print the money out of thin air, thus devaluing all of the other existing currency currently in circulation. So the article that just twisted my bag and steel-toed booted me off a cliff into a laughing fit as I tumbled to my death, as I burned in a hot garbanzo fire, is that there are actual human American citizens in 6 U.S. states that are suing U.S. states for discontinuing the unemployment benefits after the Corona Clap horrendous horror show Garbage Factory. There are people that instead of just going to work and going and generating money after they literally just got greased with normal unemployment benefits plus a spiff on top of that, not having to pay their bills, not being able to get evicted, not spending any money going to work, driving to work, paying all the expenses associated with work. Most people are working from home. There's record job openings. People can't even find people to work for them. And people, instead of actually just going back to work after this 1 year of getting greased by the government to the expense and detriment to all of us, let me add. Instead of going back to work, they've rustled up a bunch of lawyers to sue the states. And 2 judges in 2 states already, in Maryland and Indiana, have already ordered the states to begin reinstating the $300 a week unemployment benefit. So the taxpayers of Maryland and Indiana are now being forced by this judge's decree to reinstate a $300 a week unemployment benefit on top of the already existing unemployment benefit. Do you know how difficult it's going to be to hire employees in Indiana now and Maryland? And they're suing in other states, including Florida. Yo! Oh my God. Yo. So I just want everybody to understand with extreme clarity how bad this is. Oh my God. So it's just like, it says roughly 500,000 unemployed workers in Maryland and Indiana are now going to have their unemployment benefits resumed with an extra $300 a week on top of their regular state benefits, extended eligibility for contract workers, and dude, oh my word. Wow. These people would Yo, oh my God. This, like so many other things, is leading to an insane inflation spiral that I don't know how we're gonna get out of. And I think I saw an article a couple days ago that said that Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, said that the inflation is actually probably going to be a lot higher than they thought and last a lot longer than they thought. Yeah, dude. Yeah, what a surprise that is. Yo, so it's like if only people could understand by supporting this and saying like, yeah, they got clapped by the corona. These people are not getting jobs. They're getting paid normal unemployment benefits. They can't get kicked out of their house. They can't get evicted. They don't have to pay their student loans and any other variety of things. They're getting stimmy checks from the government on top of all of that. And now they're going to get an extra $300 a week. An extra $300 a week by 52 weeks a year is $15,600. The average, yo, oh my God. The average salary in the United States of America is $31,133. The average salary is $31,000. And this extra $300 a week, just the extra times 52 weeks a year, is $15,600, which if you were getting a typical unemployment benefit, which is usually $600 a week, $600 a week times 52 weeks is 31. So add on to that the 15. You're making $45,000 a year to not work. 45,000, which puts you 35% ahead of the average salary. Yo, no one's gonna go to work. You're gonna go to McDonald's. The dollar menu is gonna be the $5 menu. People are like, yeah, let me get a 6-piece nugget. They're like, that's $7.95. Yeah, we're about to get clapped. Oh, here we go. That's why gas is $1,000. Gas is $1,000 a gallon. People are just like, oh my God. This guy I used to work with, I'm friends with on Facebook, and I saw in this group somebody had commented like, "Thanks, Sleepy Joe. Like the gas is however many dollars per gallon or whatever." And this guy is like, "Thanks, Joe." And this dude that I know commented on the thing, and he's like, the gas was going up in Donnie's last month in office. And it's like, yeah, because in the last month in office, they were preparing for the incoming downfall of what was going to happen as soon as he got in there. People aren't stupid. People understand futures, and especially people that understand the oil market and the gasoline market. When you fill up the tank of gasoline at your gas station, they don't drain it in one day. So they understand that they have to pre-buy and buy that gas going out months in advance. So it's just like they were bracing for impact because 1 month before Donnie got out of office, Sleepy Joe was supposedly already elected the most popular president in history. So anyways, the point is that as the gas continues to go up and you make it more expensive to travel and you start to demonize people that use gas-powered cars and say that we're no longer going to have gas-powered cars, which means we got to rebuild all these cars and reassemble all these fleets. And then you're going to make it more expensive to create new places to drill. You're going to shut off pipelines that make it inexpensive to move gas and move oil through our own country. You're going to force us to buy the gas and buy the oil barrels overseas, which means it has to be shipped here, which costs money because of the shipment. And then it all gets more expensive because the energy and fuel to get it over here costs more money. And then all of those other countries see what we're doing. They see that everybody's virtue signaling to all of those companies like, oh, we don't want to hurt our lands. So the people in the Middle East and all these other countries are just producing all this oil, selling it to us, shipping it to us at a higher price. And it's extreme. And then on top of that, all the US companies that invested all this money to build all these places to drill, to build all these refineries and all these other things, and that would theoretically invest in pipelines to make it less expensive so that they could compete with other pipelines, are not going to invest in the pipelines. They're not going to invest in the refineries. They're not going to invest in the drilling locations. They're not going to buy the land. They're not going to prospect. And as a result, all of the people overseas that are producing all this oil are like looking at it with dollar signs in their eyes, like, all we got to do is put it on a tanker and ship it across the ocean, and we can sell it for top dollar. So it's like, plus the U.S. is not exporting any energy. We're not creating any energy, and we're not going to be creating any energy for the next foreseeable 3 years at least. So they know exactly what's going to happen. On top of that, why would you build a gas station right now when states like California and other states are like, oh, everything has to be electric, Why are you going to build a gas station? You're not going to build a gas station. You're not going to invest in a gas station. You're not going to build more pumps. The likelihood that you would do that at a high scale is very limited. So it's just like all the gas stations and all the gas pumps are going to get so much more expensive, and it's just going to keep going down. As the gas and all the fuel is more expensive and they see us printing our money away, all of the money gets inflated because you're inserting all of this cash into the system without creating new output. If people just understood how inflation worked, the world would be a better place. People are like, inflation, it's just higher prices. It's like, dude, inflation is not higher prices. Inflation is higher prices as a result of a surplus in cash. The very simplest way to explain how inflation works and why this is a mess is that if I have $1,000 and you have $1,000, if I do some work and I produce a widget, I create a product, I create a service, you exchange your money with me in order for that service. I created this output and you gave me cash for it. As a result, I took that cash and I bought something from you. You had to provide a product or service or create something or produce something in order for me to give you that money back. The production is in the back and forth of us exchanging the same pool of cash. If everybody just comes in and says, I'm going to give you an extra $10,000 and you an extra $10,000, well, everybody's going to now have money to buy up all of these products, to buy up all these services, to purchase all of these assets with a bigger pool of cash that they didn't have to work to get because it just got printed out of thin air. So as a result, the demand for these things goes up. So imagine if Mercedes-Benz could only produce 10,000 Mercedes-Benz vehicles in a year. Now every single person has an extra $1 million. They just print everyone $1 million. Everybody would want to go buy a Mercedes because they could afford it now. You still have only 10,000 Mercedes. That's all that they can produce, but everybody has enough money to buy it. As people start buying up the Mercedes, the demand is so high that people start to raise the prices. They try to see how much profit they can make as a result of selling all those Mercedes. And what ends up happening as a result of this is the price goes up, the supply goes down, and as a result, you have inflated prices. And that's the mess that we're getting ourselves in. My fan just died, so I'm going to put my fan back on. So it's like, what's happening with all this power, what's happening with these people suing the states, what they're doing is they're making it more expensive for you to employ a person. They're making it more expensive for you to employ people. Because if people are getting paid $45,000 a year to do literally nothing, you're going to have to make more than $45,000 a year to justify spending all of the money, time, and resources that it would take for you to go have a job. So it's just like, why would you buy clothes for work, buy shoes for work, drive to work, spend the time, buy food when you're at work, end up paying childcare or daycare or whatever for your kids to be watched? You're going to have to do all of this stuff associated with you ending up going to work. So you're going to have to make more money than you're making by doing nothing. On top of all that, you're getting a child benefit tax credit. You're getting greased by the government for simply the fact that you have children. You could have 4 or 5 children. They'll be getting thousands of dollars from that. And on top of that, they're being paid out every month. So you're collecting unemployment, you're collecting stimmy checks, you're not working, they're virtue signaling to you, saying that they're going to pay for every single thing in the world, including your daycare. They're paying you for simply having children. And then on top of all that, they're inflating the hell out of the money supply. It's like we're in like this inflationary spiral. And then all of these people and all of these snake attorneys are like, hell yeah, let's sue the government. So all these people, instead of going to work, are gathering up these attorneys to sue the government, sue the state governments to extract more cash out of them, which is the cash from you and me. It's the taxpayers. The governments don't have money. We have money. We pay them through taxes. And then they want to tax the rich and increase taxes on the highest whatever earners. that just means that it's going to be more expensive for them to run their lives. They're going to have to pay their employees less. They're going to have to make their products cheaper. And as a result, every single thing is just going to spiral out of control. You can't just create prosperity by printing money. If you could create prosperity by printing money, why would they stop at $2 trillion? Why wouldn't they just print everyone $1 million? Then we would all be rich, because you can't print your way to prosperity. All you can do is inflate the money supply, increase the price of basic consumer goods, and as a result, everybody suffers equally. So it's like, so these 500,000 people are going to get an extra $300 a week. And a group of 26 states, it says a group of 26 states, all but one led by Republican governors, prematurely ended one of 3 federal unemployment programs that provided jobless workers with an extra $300 a week. They didn't end the unemployment, just the extra $300 a week. And all they did was end it early. They only ended it like 2 months early. They ended it in June. It was supposed to go to like September. So these 26 states, they're going to be sued. Do you understand why? Like, why would a governor just take away this free money from people? Why would you be so heartless that you would do that? The reason you would do it is because it would allow the businesses that have already been punished to employ those workers again, because they would need money. They would need money to live. But if you're making $45,000 a year for just existing, why would you go to work? So the amount of money that's going to be necessary in order to incentivize those people to go back to work will be so high that they'll have to raise the prices of basic consumer goods to afford those people to be working. If a Starbucks barista has to make $21 an hour, or there is no barista, they're either going to create a technological device, a piece of technology that serves the coffee for you, or you got to push it and serve it yourself, or they're going to have to pay these people $20 an hour. I think the former is much more likely. I wouldn't be surprised if in the Starbucks of the very near future, you pull up to a drive-thru and you're like, beepity beep bop bop bop, and you sit there and it just refills like one of those machines. And I wouldn't be surprised if 8 months from now, every single Starbucks is just a gigantic vending machine. It could, and when you really think about it, it could be a vending machine. It could be. What's the point? I went into a coffee shop today and it was counter service. I went and I bought a freaking acai bowl. It was $11 for an acai bowl. I got an avocado toast. They didn't even toast it. It was $9.99. Between these two items, 11 plus 9, that's $20 plus taxes. It was $23, $24. Then when I was at the counter making the purchase, it had one of those fucking screens where they're just like, oh, choose your tip. I'm like, tip, I just did all the work. I basically made the sandwich. I basically crafted the sandwich my damn self. So you're standing there and like, they'll flip the screen around and then they'll be like, they're like look into the distance and it's like, yo, I see you, bro. And then you got to spin the screen back around and they're like, are you a broke bitch? And I'm just like, huh. So it's like on top of the thing, I tipped him like, I think I tipped him 15% or 18%. It was like $4. So I tipped the guy $4 for them to just walk the thing from the counter to the table. They didn't bring us a napkin. They didn't bring me a freaking fork. They just dropped the food. They just dropped it. There was 2 people at the table. They didn't even drop the food at the same time. They just dropped one. I was like, yo, I paid $37 for a piece of toast. You guys got that toast? They dropped the toast up. They didn't even cut the toast in half. The toast was so long. It was such a long avocado toast. I had to fold it like a piece of pizza. I look like an idiot. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this was a $30. Then I'm like, oh, there's no napkins. Oh, they didn't cut it. Oh, there's no knife. There's not even a person in the store. I got like my binoculars. I'm looking in the store to see if anybody works. I'm like, does anybody work here? Could you guys cut this sloppy jalopy non-toasted? It's called avocado toast. Toast is in the name. How are you not going to toast it? What the hell is this? So it's like, you don't just put it on bread and call it toast, you savage. Meanwhile, I just tipped you $5 to exist. And then, so then I got to get up to go get the napkin. And then at the end, I'm like, what do we do? Like, who cleans this up? I'm like, what is this? I had to go put it in the garbage and they didn't even pick it up. I'm like, And then on top of that, they didn't even give me a good straw. They gave me one of those freaking cellulose straws. It was like made out of alien material. I was like, I hate this place. It's like, what? How? First of all, how? I gave you $5. Like, what do you do? I paid half an hour of your salary. The guy's like, I get paid $39 an hour to not cut the toast. I'm like, I hate this place. I got a cold brew coffee. It was 12 ounces. This was like this. I was like, was this a cup for ants? It was like this big. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I was like, I didn't ask for a shot of espresso. He's like, yeah, that's 12 ounces, you idiot. And I'm just like, it's like not. It's like a half a can of beer. I'm like, what is this? How are you going to serve avocado toast and not toast the bread? What is that? I don't know. I'm just saying. And of all the pieces of toast in the world, you're going to choose a multigrain? Multigrain? What is that? You can't give me a freaking an Italian a ciabatta? Come on. Like what, multigrain? You're going to give me a soggy multigrain? What is this? They put like the grains on there. They're all like wilty. What is that? First of all, you didn't cut the toast. You didn't toast the toast. You didn't cut toast. Avocado toast. How you not toast? I don't understand that. There was avocado spread on the toast, spread like guac spread, and then full avocados. Pick one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing? Don't choose the multigrain bread. Who are you gonna like? Multigrain bread of all the breads, I could think of 1,000 breads that would be superior to multigrain bread. They're like, yeah, like let's give them a soggy oblong piece of multigrain bread, not toasted, even though it's called avocado toast. And charge them $10 for, and then put some wilty microgreen. Like, give me an onion, give me a tomato, you piece of rice. It was like $50, and then I gotta pick it up and throw it out myself. What the hell is this? It's anarchy. It's anarchy. Okay. Anyways, so I'm like, well, so this is the future. This is our future. Untoasted, unsliced, garbage soggy multi with salad, with a salad on it, an unchopped garbage wilty leaf thing. What is this? Give me another ingredient. Give me do something. Like, give me there was like pine nuts on there. What is this? It's anarchy. I'm saying. And they're like, what tip would you like to leave? 60%? I'm like, 60%? I better catch an old fashioned in the parking lot if I'm going to pay 60%. Like, what is this? I'm like, needless, and it has one of those catchy names, like one of those catchy like coffee names, like Drip Drop, like the Drip Drop House, or like some stupid name like that. Like toasting more, crunch and fluff. They got like 1,000 succulents on the wall. It's like, hey, Gibran, maybe spend less time picking out succulents and more time telling people to cut the GD toast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cut the toast. They're like, let's just get, it's like, have you ever eaten here? You know what I mean? It's like, you own this establishment. Have you ever eaten the avocado? Have you ever ordered your own shit? It's like, have you ever had the avocado toast at this place? Cut it, bro. Cut it. You know what I mean? Cut it. It's like, what? Like, I was in there for 4 seconds. I looked at the avocado toast from across the room. I'm like, that's not cut. You know what I mean? It's like you don't need to I don't need a half a brain cell to be like, you should probably cut that. I'm like folding it like it's some type of, like it's a hot dog. I'm like where I'm at Coney Island, like hot dog. Like, what do you? This is breakfast, bro. Like, cut the toast. Like, you know what I mean? First of all, toast the toast. What is this? This is the future we have to look forward to. Guy's getting paid $30 an hour. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna cut it. It's like, bro, you're making the salary of like a pipe fitter, steam fitter that just like went to trade school for 4 years, and they're like, nah, I'm not gonna cut it. It's like, oh, and then they're just like, I'm scared. PPE, like I want health insurance. It's like, excuse me, Shiloh, you need to cut the toast. You know what I'm saying? I walk up there, I'm like, yo, could you like? I walked up to the table because I didn't finish this toast because it was 16 feet long and soggy. I wanted to put it into a heater or something. Cut the toast. I'm like, could I get a container? This idiot goes, for what? I was like, bro. I was like, what did you just say, bro? I was like, what did you just say, bro? I was about to throw hands at this fool. I was like, what do you mean for what? A container for like what? Like for a pair of sneakers? What do you mean? What do you mean for what? For the toast. This is all they had there. All they had was acai bowls of toast. If you're out here, plus the acai bowl comes in a bowl, a transportable bowl. They're not in there giving bowls. That's like it comes in a transportable pack. Plus, who doesn't finish an acai bowl? You know what I'm saying? People don't finish a soggy long like garden log, an uncut avocado garb. It was $100. I'm like, he's like, well, a container for what? I was like, for what? I was like, look at the table, bro. Look at my, do anything. Like any other response other than that would have been more acceptable. Like, oh, did you have a toast or a sandwich? It's like, bro. And then the thing that really twisted my bag is I looked at the containers. They were all the same size. They were all the same size. I was like, bro. I was like, if I was like, oh, a container for a pair of Timberland boots, and he's like, oh, okay, well, we only have one size container. I'm like, bro. I was like, pardon me, Jack. I was like, I hate this place. He's like, oh, would you like a refill of your coffee? It'll be $62. I'm like, oh. He's like, you have to put me through college to get this toast cut. I'm like, I hate this place. Oh my God. Yet there's 1,000 ranges of succulents on the wall as far as the eye can see. It's 200 succulents. It's like, spend less time at the succulent store and spend a little bit more time at the knife store. You know what I'm saying? Is that so much to ask? This is our future. Uncut, soggy grain garbage. I'm just saying, if I served you a food that had a word in the food name that described something that you do to food and you didn't do that, I would be like, what kind of hell establishment is this? How are you going to serve an avocado toast without toasting the toast? It's in the word. It's like, that's like ordering a chicken soup and they just give you soup with no chicken. They're like, oh, did you want chicken in there? It's like, it's called chicken soup. They're like, yeah, but that's just like, that's just like what people think it is. It's like, I hate you. Oh my God. It's like you go to Subway and they give you like a ticket to the actual Subway and you're like, I thought, and they're just like, no, that's what it is now. We all make $100 an hour. Shiloh is the manager now. I'm just like, no. They're like, how much do you want to tip? I'm like, can I have a napkin? They're like, I'm like, yeah, can I get a napkin? The guy like spins that screen around. It's like, tip 300%. I'm just like, bro, I'm never coming here again. Come back to spread and bagel and spread, like poppy seeds for you. It's like, no. Every top of the bagel to you. It's like, I'm good, dude. How about top of the, I'm never going to come here anymore. Yeah. So anyways, back to the original point. That's what we have to look for. That's what we have to look forward to. Shiloh's like, he's like, we can't use knives here because I'm afraid of knives. I get anxiety when I see knives. Knives trigger my emotional count. Excuse me, it's ma'am. It's ma'am. Stop. Shiloh's like, it's ma'am. I'm just like, oh God. So, yeah. Yeah. How much tip do you want to leave on this napkin? I'm like, literally zero. Like, what do you mean? I hate this place now. It's like, do something right. Cut the toast, Shiloh. Like, what are you doing? Whatever, though. Next that's like the restaurant being called like the Toasted Bagel, and they're like, we don't have toasters here. Like, we're anti. That's too much power usage. Like, we don't toast. Toast is just a play on words. It's just a play on words. Like, don't call it like stop. I don't know. They're like, it's a chicken nugget. Chick apostrophe and nugget. It's like, no, it isn't. It's a soy nug. It's a chick and a nugget. It's like, no, it isn't. It's an Impossible Burger. It's impossible that I'm going to come back here. No, nobody freak out if you're a plant person. I'm just saying. Chick and nuggets. Tempeh. Has anybody ever had tempeh? It tastes like tempeh tastes like a soggy, seasoned cardboard box. It's like if you took a cardboard box and you like soaked it in some type of like marinade for like a month, and then you cooked it. They're like, would you like any tempeh? I'm like, literally no. Like I have cardboard boxes at my house. I'll literally marinate them myself. Someone's in the comments like, I love tempeh. It's like tempeh tastes like a soggy cardboard box. It's like, I just want to eat air. Like I could see them literally serving a sandwich. It's an air sandwich. You're just like, oh. It's just a smell. It's like a smell packet. You just squeeze the smell packet and you're like, and they're like, that'll be $18. How much do you want to tip? Shiloh turns the screen. He's like, air sandwich. Air sand apostrophe witch. It just says WITCH sandwich. It's not a wheech. It's like, oh. He's like, come to air and taste an air. Air tastes. Nothing burger. Come to literally nothing burger. How much do you want to tip? It's like, it's like, is this like, is this hell, Larry? Are we in hell? I'll have a tempeh. I'll have a chicken nugget. No. I will say there is a vegan restaurant in Fort Lauderdale that's actually very good, and whatever. But I didn't get the tempeh. I'm just saying. Chicken noodles. It's like, no, stop doing that. I'll have a. What's your best flavor of cardboard box? What's your best cardboard? I'll have the tempeh. Is it pan seared? It's like, yeah, it's pan seared in dumpster runoff. It's like, I hear that's good these days. I saw it on CNN. Oh my God. Everybody last night. So if anybody didn't see my live stream last night, I was freaking out. I'm like sweating the whole thing. I was screaming. I like headbutt the thing. I put my foot through my phone. The dog was like, the dog ran away. And people were like, yo, man, I got a couple DMs today that are like, yo, what pre-workout did you drink before that live stream? And I was like, literally, I didn't even drink one. It was after 9 p.m., so I didn't drink any pre-workout. And I was going to before this one, then I was like, I don't know, my head might literally pop off. Also, before I forget, has anybody else noticed that people are using words that literally don't mean what they literally mean? Like people will be like, he will literally do this. And it's like, no, that's not what literally means. Like you're literally using literally wrong. What is that? Literally? It's like, that's not how you're supposed to use that word. It means the opposite of that. That's like saying it's avocado toast and not toasting it. Literally, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Literally, no, you're not. Like, stop using that word. People are like, I hate words. Tempeh. Words are a tempeh. People said, I made my first reel last night. Hell yeah. Literally, it's bread. Literally, tempeh is a cardboard box. It's an impossible burger. It's impossible. It's like, nah, it's possible. Literally, it's literally not the way you're supposed to literally use that literal word. Literally. Yo, I hate everything. They're about to be putting diapers back across the whole world. I saw Joey Dumpster Fire. Yo, I hate everything. Every single person. The federal government, the United States government, is the largest workforce in the entire world. And I heard now that they're going to have forced juice, or they're going to have to get throttled up their nostrils every week, every couple of days, whatever. I see Israel, which was the most juiced country in the entire world, just approved the third and recommended the third Corona clap. Boosty. Who could have seen that coming? Everyone alive. That seems fun. That seems totally fine. Again, another shout out to Dead Pedal Coffee. If you have not checked them out, at dead_pedal_coffee, check them out, deadpedalcoffee.com. Thank them. Appreciate them for sponsoring the stream. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody that bought the badges on here. I appreciate it. Thank you to Chooks Official, Sean87 Callahan, Lisa Chaser 20, Wildflower 17, Jillian Kelly 3, OK05, Jake Cook 11, Britt Seawolf, and Jesse CT6. Thank you guys so much for the badges here on Instagram. I appreciate it. And if you guys did not have a chance to go check out Dead Pedal Coffee, please go follow them. They're in my story. The link's on there. Deadpedalcoffee.com. Use coupon code Bobby sent me for 15% off. I appreciate it. Yeah. So I saw. These articles are coming out so hard and fast, and the world is on fire and literally a bag of hot, crispy garbage. Like the world is an untoasted piece of avocado toast right now. But I see it says it's the one of the crying cops from Washington is being interviewed by Don Lime tonight, which is going to probably be the most amazing interview ever because Don Lime is an actual merchant of actual garbage. The greatest threat to humanity is white men. He just goes home to his husband, a white man, and he's just like, It's like, yo, Don Lime, you're garbage. Your show's trash. You're a virtue signaling clown sneaker. You work for the devil, and also you're garbage, and also you're terrible at your job. And Joe's like, great job, Don. You're always so straight up with it. It's like, Joe, we wish you would stand straight up for more than an hour because you're basically not living. Joe is an impossible burger of a person. Just saying. Joe is the tempeh of presidents. Joe is tempeh. I'm tempeh. Oh, my God. California is the most safe. California's got the highest level of Julia. California. Gavin Mussolini. California. Oh, God. He's like, we have the lowest transmission rate. Yet they're about to just start putting crazy, crazy actions on people. Oh, my God. Gavin Newsom is an actual trash fire. Gavin Newsom is the Shiloh of the coffee shop of America. Shiloh, what do you want it to go for? To fucking take food to go, Shiloh, you piece of garbage. What for? I'm like, whoa. I was like, yo, Shiloh, if there wasn't a 2-foot counter between you and me, I would headbutt you right now. Just kidding. These are jokes. Jokes at the comedy show. Jokes on the comedy stream. Don't clap me, overlords of whatever. Jokes on the stream. Here we go. Okay. Starting next month, California will require all state employees as well as workers in public and private healthcare facilities, congregate settings such as jails, homeless shelters, living seniors to show proof they have gotten the juice. Or they have to wear a diaper while working indoors and be subjected to regular testing. And I'm sure that's not where they're going to stop. And for anybody that didn't see it, Fredo, a.k.a. Chris Cuomo, did this interview last night with this guy that was the most insane thing I've ever seen. It was, I forget who it was. It was like, I wanted to post it, but I'm so weary of posting anything that has to do with the clap. Here it is. Here's the guy. Byron Donalds. I would highly suggest that you check this interview out when you get off the stream. Look it up. Cuomo, Chris Cuomo, Fredo with Byron Donalds. He literally is like, he basically said to the guy, like, you're dumb because you don't want to take the juice. The guy's like, yo, I got the clap. My whole family got the clap. Like, this is a personal decision that I'm making for my own health. And Cuomo's like, you're dumb. He's like, you're dumb and you hate other people. And it's like, yo, you're an actual garbage person. Cuomo is such a trash fire, like a waste of space. Disturbing. But whatever. Caleb is on Facebook, says Joe is an impossible burger that sat in the heat lamps too long. Lots of laughs. Barbara said the sniffer called us stupid. Big facts, large facts, sizable facts. Oh my God. Mussolini's son was photographed not wearing a diaper at his summer camp, and then he pulled the kid from summer camp. Yo, it's rules for thee, but not for Mussolini and his trash fire constituency. Yo, this guy's garbage. Marriage Madness. I'm just looking at some of the articles of the day because it's like there's so much stuff going on that I didn't even today. I just was doing all the stuff that I was doing. Marriage Madness across America has wedding costs soaring. Wow. Wedding costs are up. Gas is up. Oil, homes, wood, eggs, bacon, meat, milk, basic consumer goods. Every single thing is up. Home prices, rentals, car leases, used cars, new cars, car parts. Every single thing is up across the board. And these psychopaths have the audacity to say, "Oh, inflation's only gonna." Joe is a dumpster, and they all are. They really all are. It's not even just Joe. The inflation is not just Joe's fault. Donnie did the same thing. He printed us into oblivion. They're just doing a lot faster. There's some great quote that said something along the lines of like, a Republican is just a Democrat going the speed limit. And it's like, when we start to realize that the two-party system is just a lie and they're just clapping us anyways, we can get out of the trap. Somebody says, I bought a motorcycle. It only cost me $25 a month. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe you, but okay. $25 a month. What kind of motorcycle is that? $25 a month. There's 12 months in a year. So 12 months times $25 a month, that's $300 a year. An average motorcycle is probably $10,000. So if you divide $10,000 divided by $300 a year, that's 33 years. What are you going to pay that motorcycle off when you're dead? 33 years. Like, what is that? $25 a month. I bought a motorcycle. It cost me $25 a month. I think that's a bicycle you're talking about. It's a bicycle. It says over 25% of the cases in Los Angeles are people that have fully gotten the juice. A late night alert was just issued in Sydney, Australia last night that lockdown will continue for another month. Another month. Wow. Another month of lockdowns in Sydney. Oh, this is terrible. Certainly concerning, to say the least. Somebody said a unicycle. Line of Liberty. Yo, so funny. Oh, Justin said $25 a month for insurance. Okay. Anyways, Lana brought up a great point. If you're not following me on TikTok at Take Naps with 2 S's, it's hilarious, blowing up. Funny, hilarious commentary on there. People are absolutely dying. They're trying to get in beef with me because I said that Australia was a country. They're like, it's a continent. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I made a video responding to that comment. And then they're just like, ah, they're like, it's both. And I'm like, dog, I know it had like, I have Gagal. They're like, it's an island. I was like, yeah, it's also a part of the planet. Like, what do you mean? They're like, it's land. It's made of land. I'm like, I hate you. There's like some 12-year-old that's like, oh, like they see me post it and they're like, excuse me. It's Shiloh. Like Shiloh is at home. His TikTok is like Big Dog 6969. It's like Shiloh, cut the toast. Cut the toast, Shiloh. I'm just saying. Like literally cut the toast. I get paid $70 an hour. It's like Shiloh, you're trash. Everything's garbage. If you have a 99.5% chance of not pooping your pants, would you still be forced to wear a diaper? Cut the toast. Literally cut the toast. Sean on Facebook said Mussolini is the nickname for Gavin is the only way I address Gavin Mussolini anymore. Yeah, that's his name. He's a tyrant. He's Governor Gaslight. Silverline CA says, why are you on TikTok anyways? To get more people to know about the channel. New shirt, Shiloh, cut the toast. Yo, Shiloh does need to cut the toast. He literally needs to just like literally cut the toast, please. Like you're gonna give me I should have taken a photo of it. I was looking at it and I'm just like, is this even real? I was like, I'm Spanish. Yo, I was like, yo, Shiloh, your spare parts, aren't you, bud? Your spare parts, aren't you, bud? Yo, I think I blocked that guy because he has not commented on all of the spare parts, aren't you, bud commentary. I literally have like a 2-hour live stream called Spare Parts, Aren't You, Bud on all my channels. Hey, your spare parts aren't you, bud? Oh, I wish I had his handle. I would message him. I would message him a link to the shirt. I'd make the shirt like $99. You want a copy? You want a copy, Shiloh? Don't be Shiloh. Your spare parts aren't you, bud? Yeah, bro, I'm spare parts. What time is it? 9:30. I gotta get going to the gym in a second. What's your opinion on people getting sentenced to get juiced for unrelated misdemeanors? I don't know. Kay says, "Do you want a tip?" Yeah, it's Shiloh wants a tip. I want a spare parts shirt. I want a spare parts shirt too. The dirty on YouTube. I love the YouTube people. We got a lot of people on. We got a lot of people on the YouTube and Facebook today, more than usual. Says, "I found you from the wife on IG. Hilarious. Speaking that common sense that's so rare these days. Keep it 10 ply." All right then. Appreciate that. That's what's up. Wanderlust Amaret says, "How many hours of sleep do you get?" Usually 7. Crystal says, "Congrats on 50K followers." Thank you so much. Real Garrett Hamilton says, "How do you see this country in a year?" Hopefully better and freer. I mean, I don't know. That's a loaded question. First saw you on Facebook many moons ago. Hell yeah. What was my biggest fear before 2020? Bobby Brainbag. I love that. What was my biggest fear before 2020? Biggest fear? Probably not living up to my full potential, I guess, is like, I think that's the thing is like I think the biggest fear for me is life being cut short before you're able to do all the things that you think you are capable of doing. You know, that would really suck to end up with some type of illness or something. So I think health is the key. I think that would be if anything, that would be it. This last 2 live streams, I switched to like dubstep, and it's like a lot more hip than listening to house music, even though I love house music. So there's this website called Social Blade. If anybody's ever seen it, it's called Social Blade. And what it does is it lets you see how many followers any Instagram account has picked up over a certain period of time. And if you ever feel like checking out Social Blade, check out @TakeNaps on Social Blade. You can search my account and you can see the amount of followers that have come in just in the last 30 days. 3,810 followers in the last 30 days. That's the Instagram Reels effect. Just so anybody knows, if you're not out here making Instagram Reels, I don't know what you're doing. And people are like, I don't get enough. And it's like, dude, just keep making them. Because like this week, just since Sunday, you're talking like 700, 800 followers just since Sunday. So it's like the account is really starting to pick up, and I really appreciate it. All of you guys have been sharing. People have been buying badges. I hope that people go and support Dead Pedal Coffee. And the reels are just super huge. And one of my reels hit over 200,000 views the other day. My biggest reel right now, 206,000 views on one of them. They're explosive. So just a thought. I would highly suggest that everybody goes and checks them out. The video that I made today is pretty good too. I would highly suggest that people go and check that out as well. The video that I made yesterday about the cameras at the Capitol is blowing up on Facebook. It has, I think, 18,000 views on Facebook, which is uncommon for most of my Facebook videos. So for whatever reason, that video is doing really, really well on Facebook, which is awesome. Chula Walker says, does it give you their location? I wonder how many people from Louisiana follow me. I don't know specifically. It's not that granular on Instagram, so I don't know. Yeah, the video from yesterday, where is it? $1,100 shares on the video that I posted yesterday at 4:00 has been shared 1,100 times on Facebook, has 1,700 likes, and has 39,000 impressions. Doesn't tell me how many views it has on this particular insight panel, but that's what's up. These videos are really reaching people, and I'm not doing anything special that anybody else couldn't do. 20,000 views on the video yesterday. The video I posted yesterday called "Where's the Footage?" has 20,000 views on my Facebook page, which is like about 5 times what a usual video will do there. And then it did really well on Instagram, but just goes to show. If you did not watch the live stream that I did yesterday night, I did it last night where I was like freaking out and screaming. It's called "Movement is a Requirement." If you have not had a chance to watch that, I would highly suggest that you go and check that out. That video was really good. I really went in. It's awesome. We had 15 people in here on YouTube just a few minutes ago, which is awesome. And I just have appreciated sincerely the reach that these videos have been getting lately. It seems like it's been going up quite a bit. What's the secret? The secret is keep showing up. See, here's the thing. Yesterday, I made a video that was viewed 20,000 times on Facebook. I did a 35-minute live stream where I went absolutely nuts. Today I made 2 reels. I made a video that took me a couple hours to do. I did an important phone call, and now here I am doing 50 minutes on this live. And it's like I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning last night working on this new property that I just acquired. And it's like that's why people are showing up. It's because the frequency. The Reliance. I didn't even announce this live stream. There was like 115, 120 people in here before. That's why. It's like I'm just continuing to show up. You know that you can rely on it. You know that when you jump in here, you get a little bit of value. That's why people do it, and that's why this happens. So with that being said, I'm going to keep this one under an hour. 51 minutes. I want to thank everybody that got the badges. I appreciate you. Lana Liberty 1, Jesse CT6, Britt Seawolf, Jay Cook 11, OK05, Jillian Kelly 3, Wildflower 17, Lisa Chaser 20, Sean 87 Callahan, Chooks Official. Appreciate you guys for leaving the badges. And Walker French, I see just got a badge. Appreciate you. If anybody has not already checked them out, please go and check out Dead Pedal Coffee. Give Dead Pedal Coffee a follow. They're the sponsor of this stream. Check them out. Give them a follow. If you're interested in checking out their coffee, it's quite tasty. I'll be drinking it for the next 10 months because I have so much of it. It's very, very good. I enjoy it quite a bit. Support them. Local small business, family-owned business. Check out Dead Pedal Coffee. Give them a follow. Their link is in my story. I'm going to tag them in the comment on the video as well. So please go and check them out. By supporting them, it'll encourage more people to sponsor the channel, which will give me more ability to create more content for you. So please go check them out. Dead Pedal Coffee. Thank you to them for sponsoring the channel, and thank you to you guys for being here and for checking them out. Please go give them a follow at the very least. Let them know that I sent you. If you're gonna check it out, like I said, Bobby sent me is a coupon code on the website for 15% off. I appreciate it. Diana says, are you going to get a PayPal for your merch? So I do have PayPal for the merch. You can use PayPal on the website. On bobbysauce.com, you can pay with PayPal. Excuse me. Just today, I was actually looking into, it's funny you say that. Just today, I was looking into whether or not I can create an additional PayPal account. So I will be getting the PayPal sorted for the merch. Bebop Deluxe says, you didn't show us the cold brew like you said you would. The cold brew takes a while to steep. It takes like 12 hours to steep. So I'll be doing it tomorrow. Or I'll be drinking it tomorrow. Just putting the send in the machine, putting the beans in the machine. Nice. How about donate? Diana, you can donate on bobbysauce.com. Go to bobbysauce.com. Up in the top, there's a donate button, or in my Instagram, you can go and check it out. You can just go to Linktree. Diana, I'll give you the link right here, linktree.com/take-nap or linktr.ee/take-naps. There's a donate button there. It'll take you right to the site. You can make a donation there. I appreciate it. Lana's asking about a merch live stream soon. I would like to do one. I just keep losing track of time, and I'm like, damn it, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Yes, Diana, with PayPal. I'd like to maybe when I get back from the gym tonight, I could do one. That would be cool. Because I already have like a dinner already there, so maybe I could do that. You owe me a live merch. Well, all right. Let me ask you this: if I did a live merch at 11:30 tonight, 11:30 Eastern time, would you be there for that? Would you go to that? Would you attend that? Because I could do one tonight when I get back. I just was like, I don't know if people would want to be up that late. Thank you, Diana. There it is for anybody asking. linktr.ee/take naps. 100%. Okay. All right. Well, it's 9:30. Let me go get to the gym before it closes. Thank you guys for being here. Support Dead Pedal Coffee. I appreciate it so much. And I will catch you later. I will do my absolute best to see if I can get on here like 11:30 when I get back. And yeah, thank you. Watch the videos that I posted today. Share them to your story. Check them out. Let me know if you liked them. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Facebook, YouTube. Appreciate you.